The City Council's Housing Committee is pressing for some answers about a data breach affecting thousands of applicants in the city's affordable housing lottery program. Now, this breach was first reported in a CBS News New York investigation in July. Now, investigative reporter Tim McNicholas is taking the story to City Hall and beyond.
How did these New York City housing lottery applications wind up publicly viewable online? How many names, addresses, incomes, and Social Security numbers were viewed?
I'm really upset about this breach.
Those are among the questions City Council Housing Committee Chair Pierina Sanchez sent two city commissioners in this letter, seeking answers after a CBS investigation revealed the data breach.
If you are a New Yorker who is struggling to make ends meet, you're hoping that you're going to score one of those apartments, you don't then also want to worry about your identity being stolen.
Our story showed how some applications to the city-run Housing Connect lottery program even popped up in search results for applicants' names. Is that your income?
Yes, it was.
I'm not supposed to know that.
I'm not a city worker. You're not supposed to know any of my income.
The city's Housing Preservation and Development Department, or HPD, responded to Sanchez's letter, blaming a, quote, system misconfiguration of a portal overseen by Reside New York. That's one of the companies the city approved to review applications on behalf of private building developers in the program. What will Reside New York do to ensure this doesn't happen again?
Everything and anything.
Reside New York CEO Martin Joseph says Reside removed the information and fixed the portal as soon as we alerted them. Do you have any regrets looking back on, I wish we would have done that differently, could have prevented this?
I wish it wouldn't have happened, but we did everything we could, and we're trying to do even better.
He says Reside has now hired a company to monitor the web and dark web for any traces of the data, and so far they've found nothing. Joseph and the city say there are no known reports of identity theft or fraud linked to the breach. How did that happen? How did that data get out there in that way?
We have utilized third party to assist us in vetting these tenants, and we were notified that there might be a potential exposure of personal data, which was mistakenly done by a third party.
And has that company explained how that happened?
Yes. There was a mistake that company performed, and that was mitigated right away.
After the interview, Joseph told us that's a company called LogicFold, which would not agree to an interview for this story. The city says the portal included 480,000 applications, but it says Reside analyzed traffic to the portal and found no one clicked on most of those. The response to Sanchez says some information for about 38,000 applicants was, quote, possibly viewed, including their names, unverified incomes, phone numbers, and emails. What would your message be to somebody who applied and now they're worried?
I would first say again that HPD sees this as something that should never have happened. This is an incident that's unacceptable by our standards, and it's something that we'll work to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Acting HPD Commissioner Ahmed Tigani says most Social Security numbers in the portal were redacted, all but 52 of them on the pages that were viewed. And Tigani says when it comes to applicants' birth dates, no more than 592 were accessed. He says Housing Connect is safe, and Reside New York is now under what the city describes as a corrective action plan.
If anyone feels like they have been affected by this or they have questions about what this means for them, we invite them to call 311 or contact HPD, and we will work with them directly to get answers to their questions.
Have you been looking in this area at all?
I have.
This applicant, whose name we're not revealing to protect her privacy, says she's still using Housing Connect as she searches for a new home. But she is worried someone could have saved her data offline.
We do need to use that platform. I'm just hoping that this incident is not going to happen again.
Reside New York says it has alerted people who they already know had their data exposed, and they're offering them credit monitoring. The CEO, Martin Joseph, told me data protection is of the utmost importance to him. He says the company is still working with LogicFold, but Martin says he's made sure they've made changes to prevent a repeat. Christine.
Tim, some of our viewers might be wondering how long that portal was up and running.
So from May 2nd to July 2nd, it was publicly viewable or publicly accessible, but no one in the public domain actually accessed that until mid-June. That is according to the analysis that Reside New York provided the city.
All right. It's a good follow-up there, Tim. Thank you for that. If you have a story idea for Tim and our investigative team, scan our QR code there you see on your screen. Many of your tips, we have to say, do end up on our air, so feel free to send them in.